Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bran and we're back with some more Project Zomboid and Abe's Odyssey. Let's see here, we got a little bit of inventory management we probably should deal with. Let's go ahead and put all of our chips in our backpack, see how that helps a little bit. Let's see, we don't need a newspaper, that doesn't weigh anything though. Our weight is 79. Not bad. We are going to eat half of this stick of butter, and if that makes us a little unhappy, we got a bottle of bourbon and we got beers. Alright, that didn't make us unhappy. How'd that do for our weight? Double arrows up. Let's drink a couple of beers. Let's see, we're gonna leave the peas behind. Oats are just too good calories. Tuna and the sardines, do they both weigh? Let's see, the tuna is only 0.3. Let's have us another beer. What time is it, Abe? It's getting to be 9 o'clock. A little bit of time we should just probably burn off. Something we're definitely going to need to try to remember to grab before we leave in the morning is some sheets on the way out. Only 10%, we'll take it anyway. How's our weight looking now? Still over by a decent amount. Oh, we have 3 hunting knives. I think we're going to say goodbye to the metal bar as well. We'll have another beer. Alright, I guess for the time being, that's about as good as it's going to get. Now, where was our bedroom? There it is. $10 o'clock and we are super tired. So hopefully we'll sleep until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Alright, nice. 5, 6, 7. Alright, excellent. Wake during the daytime. Looks like we may have already used all of that water. Drink and fill. Oh, the weather is bad. Wow. Good gracious. That didn't scare me at all. Except for it did a lot. Alright, that helped a little bit, putting our axe in our backpack. Let's see if we can't just sneak by most everybody. Not really being sneaky, just walking, but if we take our time, they may not turn around and take a look at us. I feel like for as much as the fog makes it hard for us, the player character, to see, I don't know how much or if any it affects the zombies. Let's eat a granola bar. Little something. I don't think we had breakfast. And with that well-fed bonus, we're barely encumbered. Hopefully we'll get where we're going by 11 o'clock, but if not, hopefully the weather should start to clear up. It's typically when it starts to clear up, around 11 a.m. There goes our well-fed bonus. Don't want to face first into a zombie, so I don't want to look too long at inventory. I definitely have a habit of doing that. 81 and double ups. Nice job, Abe. Let's go, buddy. How far are we away? We're a third of the way. I feel like the majority of this walk, though, was pretty zombie-free. We can hope it is still zombie-free. Just because it was in one direction doesn't mean it will be in the other. Alright, we gotta be halfway there. That's right, I do recall we ran back home. That's why that walk felt a bit faster. We weren't walking, we were running. We're getting there. This is really good distance towards our goal of getting to Riverside without a car. 6 months later, power and water already out. From Rosewood to Riverside. So far it's been a fun little challenge. having to be a lot pickier with regards to what kind of stuff I pick up, what I just carry around. I guess I wouldn't, excuse me, sorry about that, y'all. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a pack rat or a loot goblin or anything like that, but I absolutely make sure I have as many weapons as I can. I hoard the wood glue. I guess I do hoard food. I typically do a little bit of farming or fishing. More so for something to do as canned food on just regular apocalypse settings. There's so very, very much of it. So very much of it. Alright, what time is it? Getting to be, yep, there we go, 10 o'clock. Be nice if the weather started to clear up. But if not, we are close. Oh yeah, about 2/3 of the way there. I feel like I ask this about every other episode, but what games are y'all playing out there? I completed Death's Door recently. I had a ton of fun with that game. Started another Crab's Treasure. Having fun with it. It is far more difficult, for me at least, than Death's Door was. And I also started playing The Surge 2 here recently. It's really cheap on Steam. And so I went ahead and got The Surge 2, just trying more of the Souls-like games. And I think I'm actually enjoying The Surge 2 more than another Crab's Treasure. At least to the points where I am in both games, Surge 2 feels a bit easier. I feel like it's... on another Crab's Treasure, you could find yourself surrounded by 4 or 5 baddies relatively easily. And just that, to me, that style of combat with a target lock on and everything, it just seems... it's hard when you get surrounded. I feel like that happens a bit less often on the Surge. I like some of the mechanics on the Surge, the cutting off the bad guys' limbs and things, as to how to get the material to upgrade. Like if your leg armor, you got to cut off the bad guys' legs, and you'll get schematics to be able to then craft that guy's armor, and then you cut off more bad guys' legs, and you get materials to upgrade your leg armor, that type of thing. I've really enjoyed that mechanic. I guess on another Crab's Treasure, if it ever gets to the point where I just want to finish the game but it's too hard for me, then the great thing about that is you know, they do kind of have it does kind of have an easy mode. You can just whip out the pistol and basically one-shot everything. But it hasn't got that bad yet. I'm still enjoying it for what it is. I'd say I dislike the platforming more than the combat at times. Alright, it is 11:30 and the weather has still not cleared up. That is not good. We are close though. So very close. Quite the walk. But again, that's a good distance covered. And as long as there's nobody standing outside our front door, we should be able to duck in there real quick, put these sheets up, and be well protected. Alright, excellent job, Abe. And we'll place that bag right next to our primary bag. Fantastic. So many chips. Excellent. I don't believe this house had much food in it. Canned chili. But our weight was looking good. Short skirt. I don't think Abe needs a short skirt. Oh, a radio. Let's see here. Have any battery? Oh, 100% battery. Does it have the automated? It does not. Now, I don't reckon 6 months later there's going to be anything on the radio other than the automated broadcast channel. But that would have been nice if there was that channel. We could see when the weather would be clearing up. I don't want to risk it too much with it looking like this out here. We're gonna just take a peek into the side yard, see if we see anything, anyone. Seems pretty quiet out here, which would be very good news. Alright, well at least we have an idea with regards to that house. Alright, now where the clear up. This is not nice. Oh, I see someone, I do believe. Just one, hopefully. Oh, a couple. Down there don't see us from the looks of it. But I guess we're gonna go get their attention anyway. Hello, having some car troubles? Abe will help you out. Nothing we need. Guess there was a Riverside map, but we know what Riverside looks like. I play with the maps unlocked anyway. Touch hungry? Let's see what we got. We will eat a bag of chips. Alright, it's pretty quiet out here. We should be able to loot those two houses relatively easily whenever the weather clears up a bit. Looks like it may be starting to, just barely starting to clear up. And we got a grill out here if we wanted to do some cooking. Oh, that's right, we have a pickaxe. And let's see, we got an extra bottle of water. We have glasses. Food. Alright, we look in pretty good shape. Let's take a quick look at the map. We got some distance to travel. Alright, we traveled that distance. That's gonna be right about here. So we got almost twice the distance to travel. I wonder how difficult it would be to cut through all these trees. Come up this way. That'd be a walk to command for sure. If I had to guess, I want to say that probably along, especially the road in between here, there's going to be a decent amount of zombies. Maybe there won't be a ton this way, and it'll just take us an episode to walk down there and an episode to walk back. Then we will have traveled a good 90% of the way to our goal of Riverside. We are so close, y'all. We are so close. And I hope you're enjoying. We're going to go ahead and call it a day here. I hope you're enjoying Abe and his Odyssey. And if you are, if you could please drop a comment, like, maybe even consider subscribing. It would mean a heck of a lot to me. I appreciate y'all so very much. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.